What is up? What is up? YouTube, how y'all doing? Hey, check this out without a doubt. Hate talking on camera. We're going to cover this right after this intro. Let's check it out. Growth's got a formula most never learn. You don't need luck or talent. Structure is earned. If you're ready to build and you know it's your turn, start with the 4 free videos. Earn as you learn. Click on the more below to sign up. That is right, y'all. Click on the more. The word more at the bottom. Scroll down a little bit. It's the word more. That's a link. Click on the more to sign up. That'll open up a box. And then you can click in our links. You can read through our links and click to sign up for our 4 free videos. I say it like that because a lot of people don't even know that you can scroll under if you're on your cell phone and you can read the descriptions and click on more. A lot of people don't even know that. They said, thanks, Uncle Mike. I'm glad you explained that. And that's how I do my YouTube course. I try to explain everything as if you was a 5-year-old. Once you start getting it and you put that into your package, what I teach people is there's a lot of stuff to learn. And half of this stuff is second nature to people like us YouTubers. I teach, keep moving that train down the track. Hit the record button, start speaking into the mic, start shooting your videos. But add one thing to it. The next time you add another thing. Maybe next week you add another thing. Maybe that thing that you added was real complicated, so you got to wait 2 weeks. Then the 4th week you add something. The 5th week, add big things, add small things. Start saying, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. You have to add that to it. I was talking to a client and he said, yeah, I noticed everybody say that in their videos, man. That's right. And you better say it in your videos if you want people to subscribe to your channel. Because subscribing on YouTube, that's your muscle. Anyway, but this video is about camera content. I seen my man once before, YCI Imaging. Hate talking on camera for content. This is for you. Hit that. Look where he at. He at a Target or something. Incredible. Give him a thumbs up. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check him out.
This has to be one of the most awkward things in the world. Yes. Being out in public, setting up a camera on a tripod and talking to it.
Or sitting down in an empty room with a huge light on you, talking to a lens about how your day went. Your skin starts crawling, you start sweating, fumbling over your words, you start talking like you in a job interview. It's just an all-around mess.
If you're a creator struggling to make content or start, this is an entire guide on how you can make amazing videos, all while still being shy or afraid of getting on camera.
So I've been making YouTube videos for like 10 years now, and one thing has never changed. I don't like talking on camera. I never have, I never will. But I forced myself to do it because that's what YouTube was at that time. Have an explosive personality. Hey, what's going on, guys? You talk fast, right?
As you could probably tell, I am not like that at all. But one thing that I did unintentionally pick up was talking extremely fast in my earlier YouTube videos. And every time I watch them back, like, I cringe looking at them.
I would run out of breath mid-thought, yell on the camera, forget my entire train of thought, and have to start all over again. Just be.
You too? You too? I thought I was the only one that did this. That's what everybody say. My editors that I be doing different things, they said, they'll call me up, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, this is like 2 or 3 days later. I said, why you say that? Cause man, you fussing in this video, cause they supposed to edit that out. Cause I'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here talking, I'm like, God, took it. And I get mad at myself because I done read the thing 5 times and I come back to say it. And I'm like, I just read the thing and I'm still saying, speak to the viewer. Speak to the viewer. Speak viewer. Speak viewer. What's wrong with my mouth? Speak to the viewer. It's supposed to flow naturally. So I got to say it 3 times. Then I look, sometimes I got to keep looking back. I want my eyes to stay this way and not going over there. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what that type of thing. So it's hard, man, but you gotta practice.
Be like overall exhausted by the end of
Like, I cringe looking at him.
I would run out of breath mid-thought, yell on the camera, forget my entire train of thought, and have to start all over again. Just be like overall exhausted by the end of filming anything.
And then one day I realized, I need to get off camera, bro. Like, I hate this so much. But the problem was, how?
All I ever seen on YouTube at that time was either somebody vlogging or somebody sitting down doing a tutorial. Then the next day, I sat down and I watched the documentary, and it hit me. This is it. Not to make a documentary, but how documentaries are structured. When you look at documentaries, it's not just a person talking at you. Yeah, it's parts of that, but the majority of the documentary is just a story layer that's dialogue with some supporting footage to support what they're talking about and push the story forward.
Yeah.
So the next day, I set my camera, I set my light up, I sat down to film, and then I realized, how can I film supporting clips for a story that I don't have?
See, the way that I used to make videos was that I would get an idea, I would get on camera, and I would talk about that idea until I felt like I was done. Then I would get to editing and realize that all I did was yap for 30 minutes and I didn't even get my point across.
If I was gonna stop rambling on camera and doing what I hated, I was gonna have to reverse engineer the entire process of making videos.
There you go. He giving you some juicy information. It's like you come in and you say, well, I want to do it this way. I'm going to record this. You're like, nah, this ain't work. But I'm recording everything right, but I don't have no message. What's the message? So I got to get the message down pat. That's when ChatGPT comes in. Yeah, ChatGPT would. Then you say, man, that sounds good. So now you got to say it on camera. I can't wait to do this documentary. Here we go.
These are the steps to follow if you want to create an amazing video without talking to the camera. You got it right. Now, I know to some people this is even more intimidating than talking on camera, but the truth is, it doesn't have to be a college essay. I personally will write down my entire script word for word if I need to make sure it's extremely concise. But other times, I'll just write down bullet points that I can follow while I'm talking. I think the key to successful writing is just allowing yourself to ramble. Just like when you're on camera, just get all your ideas out on the page. The thing about text is that it's a lot easier to edit than video. What you don't like, just delete it. If something needs to be moved, just move it. It's also a lot easier to see how things would be structured than editing down a 10-minute YouTube video. Try to give yourself a clear beginning and end to your video so it's no confusion for you or the person viewing it.
And once you settled on this, you can do the voiceover.
Now, before I had a boom mic, I would get really close to the microphone on my camera and just use the audio from the clip I was recording. Honestly though, the mic on your iPhone is also really amazing as well, as long as it's quiet around you. And the amazing thing about this is, you don't have to be staring down the lens so you won't mess up every 3 seconds. All you gotta do is read the words off the page of your phone. And another thing that I really like about this too, is you can fine tune your voice to the actual you without being hyper focused on how you look on camera.
You also get to hear just how absurd some of the things are that you say. One word that I say way too often on.
It's funny that I'm going to go back just a little bit. Am I right? Yeah, that is definitely Final Cut Pro. I see that he's using a Mac, and he is definitely using Final Cut Pro to edit his videos. One of the things that one of the courses that I want to add to my YouTube course, and it'll be for free, is Final Cut Pro. Yeah. Once you purchase one of the courses, you're going to have a couple of more courses that you get for free. And I think Final Cut Pro, it looks very complicated. It's fun to use, and it'll bring your videos up to a way higher level. Let's go.
Your voice to the actual you without being hyper focused on how you look on camera.
You also get to hear just how absurd some of the things are that you say. One word that I say way too often on camera right now is dope. Or when I used to film my videos, I would say the word super every other word. And then you realize, why am I doing that?
And now that things are recorded, you can figure out what supporting clips you need to help tell your story. If you're talking about how your experience was jogging, film some clips of you jogging. If you're talking about how good this book was that you read, film shots of you reading a book. It's really that easy. The thing that I love about this process is that it allows me to only focus on filming good B-roll and not talking or looking at a camera. I could just be fully immersed in one part of the process at a time.
When I made my first video using this method.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I just want to say one more thing. His gear. Look at his gear. His gear is awesome. His gear is awesome. See, this is where the trick comes in at. I like where he's at, man. Man, shoot, I can't wait to start traveling. Yeah, next year I'm gonna be traveling.
Allows me to only focus on filming good B-roll and not.
The reason why he has so much gear because he covers gear. You know, when his channel is popping so much that people send him when they first get, I don't know, a new light, a new lens, maybe a new camera. They will send it to him and ask him to do a tutorial on it or tell his fans what they think. They want him to use his equipment. You get what I'm saying? In other words, once you start your channel up, if this is what you like is gear, or if you like, I don't know, let's say football. I said football earlier. If you into football, they might send you some cleats. They might send you, hey, check this helmet out. Try this football. See if you like this. They start sending you equipment because they want sponsors. You get sponsorship that way. Here we go.
This book was that you read, film shots you read.
Look all that equipment
it's
he
really
has.
that easy. The thing that I love about this process.
But what I wanted to say is you don't really need all that equipment. He uses all this equipment, and as you can see, he has all this equipment in them shots because he want to show off that he got some stuff going on there. And I used to do the same thing with my equipment. Here we go.
Process is that it allows me to only focus on filming good B-roll and not talking or looking at a camera.
Here we go.
I could just be fully immersed in one part of the process at a time.
When I made my first video using this method, I hated it. Something about it just felt wrong. It felt distant. And there's two reasons why. Now, this first reason is going to sound absolutely absurd, especially because of the topic of this video. But the reason why was because I wasn't talking on camera. Hear me out.
If you watch an entire video only looking at someone's back or their side profile and they never look you in the eyes, you're going to start feeling like you're watching somebody who doesn't want to be watched, like a spy or an assassin or an undercover cop. This is great character development for like an actor in a film, but for a vlog where you're supposed to be connecting with people, this is terrible.
You have to say something to your viewers. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it has to be something. And here's how you can do it. Just
limit your time on camera. Deliver a partial part of your thought on camera and leave the rest for your voiceover. This is what's gonna take your videos to another level. You know why? Variety.
I know this might sound like a lot, so let me simplify it for you. If you're vlogging, just say a sentence or two in one location, and then when you get to your next, continue your thought. I think when people hear this concept, they think that they have to remember everything that they said throughout the entire video. All you have to do is end the clip, film some transitional B-roll to get you from that location to the next one. And once you get to the next location, just review the clip on your camera of you talking and pick the conversation up where you left off.
This concept helped me a lot when filming out in public as well, because you don't have to set up a camera and talk to it for 8 minutes straight. If you're feeling uncomfortable, just give your viewer a few words and allow either your voiceover or your next clip to move the video forward.
Okay, so we fixed one.
2 or 3 sentences. That's it. 2 or 3 sentences. And when we do our documentary, everybody that's in the documentary need to watch this whole video. And that means you too. Here we go.
Talk to her for 8 minutes straight.
Uh-huh.
If you're feeling uncomfortable, just give your viewer a few words and allow either your voiceover or your next clip to move the video forward.
Okay, so we fixed one problem with the video feeling distant. What's the next problem?
I love lo-fi hip-hop beats. To me, like, it just screams YouTube. And you could probably blame that on me watching so much Casey Neistat when I started. So I would just choose lo-fi hip-hop beats for every one of my YouTube videos. The problem is, though, they don't carry much emotion at all. I'm gonna show you a quick clip from my last YouTube video with lo-fi hip-hop being the background music for it. Then I'm gonna show you that exact same clip with the correct music choice so you can understand what I'm saying. So in 2016, I decided I wanted this. Every week, I grinded out videos. I wrote ideas, I shot, I edited. I invested years into this, and it paid off. So in 2016, I decided I wanted this. Every week, I grinded out videos. I wrote ideas, I shot, I edited. I invested years into this, and it paid off. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't choosing music correctly. 9 times out of 10 when we watch movies or cinematic TV shows, 9 out of 10 times the music that we're hearing is not a popular pop track or a lo-fi hip-hop track that we like. It's a cinematic score that carries the overall emotion of the scene that's supposed to be portrayed. So how do we choose the correct music for our project? Well, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to artlist.io. Now don't worry, I know you probably are already familiar with Artlist, so I'm not gonna bore you telling you about the vast library of music and sound effects that they offer.
Or this AI voiceover tool that can make you sound like this. I just want to show you how you can choose the right music for your project.
Some of the best music to carry an emotion is ambient. It allows the scene to breathe and the viewer to take in what they're watching. Just select ambient as your genre filter and navigate over to the mood filter. Whatever emotion the scene is supposed to carry, just choose that. It's that simple. You now have an endless amount of choices for the project you're making. If you need hip hop, pop, or any other genre for a scene that makes sense for that, you can obviously still get that on Artlist as well. Artlist also offers stems for some of their tracks as well. So if you're only feeling the instruments in the track, you can download that and just use it. You can sign up for Artlist now using the link in the description below and get an additional 2 months for free when signing up for an annual subscription. There's plenty of plans to fit whatever you need as a creator. Aside from music, they also offer plenty of other assets to spice up your projects. All right, we got our voiceover in place. We got supporting clips for our story. We got a little bit of variety with us talking on camera at different places. We also got the music to carry the emotion that we're trying to convey. If you want to add the cherry on top, the additional little to the project, go ahead and add some additional assets to it. You can add sound effects for certain actions, other media that supports your story, text overlays, transitions. If you utilize all of these steps, this is how you can create an amazing video, even if you suck at being on camera.
One of the things you have to do, no matter what, to be a content creator, you gotta practice. I try to tell my students, you should be practicing or doing your YouTube, working your YouTube business, and actually doing something at least 2 hours a day. At least 2 hours a day. You can add that up to, 7 days a week, 14 hours a day. If you can do 4 hours on a Saturday, 4 hours on a Sunday, that's your 8 hours right there. And then do 1 or 2 because you got things you got to do with the kids during the week and all that type of stuff. But you need to actually practice. You can be driving down the street, set up the phone, got the little clip or whatever to hold the phone. Hold it down so the police don't see it and start recording. You don't even need to have the phone up. Set it in your lap and start recording yourself speaking. But practice, rehearse. The problem is people think it's rocket science to this stuff, and it ain't. You just got to do it. I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.